What's up, YouTube? Back with another little video, man. So today I want to kind of inform y'all on the future of this specific channel. I'm going to be talking about fitness stuff, my lifestyle stuff, encouragement for young men mainly, advice for young men also, because me being a 34-year-old man now, it's a lot of things that I've learned, a lot of things I could have avoided, a lot of things I wish people would have told me coming up. So it'll be geared more towards men coming out of high school, where you should redirect your life, things of that nature that you should focus on. Basically things I did, things I avoided, mistakes I made, and things of that nature. So if you want to stay, I appreciate you. If not, you can feel free to watch something else, but that'll be me and my content moving forward. Oh, and also some godly things, scripture also included. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I was posting a lot of fitness stuff, but I'm going to be posting more family and Christian things moving forward. But yeah, man, so today I just want to start off by kind of going over my life story. If those that are interested, I've written 5 books, and the first 2 were about my life story because I've been through so much that people always told me I needed to write a book, I should write a book. That was always my dream growing up anyway, because I'm real big on reading and writing. But that's the thing that I wanted to do, was write a book. So I did. I wrote 2 of them. My life, it took that much. It took 2 books, and each book is 200 something pages. So it was a lot for me, but they are available on Amazon right now, at the link in the description also. But I just want to touch on, just my early life. So I'm going to just go ahead and get started. So, I'll fast forward. I'll start off with my parents and then me being born. So one day, there was a gang member walking down the street. He was real bloody. He had just got stabbed in the back, literally stabbed with a knife in the back. And he was walking down the street, walking back home. They just had a big gang fight. And he just walking, he's bleeding and everything, but he on his way back home. And so he notices a girl on her porch, and he's kind of flirting with her. He all bloody and everything, but he's flirting with the girl. And so they talking back and forth, and she ends up telling him, well, I tell you what, come back tomorrow and I'll help you, get healed up and get better or whatever. Mind you, they're 15 and 16. The girl is 16, the boy is 15. And so that next day, he comes back to her house and she patches him up or whatever, from the incident. It actually turns out that the guy, he was telling the girl that was fixing him up, he was telling him how him and some of his gang members that went to go fight this guy. And in the middle of fighting the guy's sister came out and stabbed him because he was one of the ones that she caught in the fight. She was defending her brother. She stabbed him in the back. And so that's how that whole thing transpired. So in the next coming months, they began to date. And they get pregnant. And so they get pregnant at the age of 16. The girl's still 16. The boy is 15. He's terrified. Don't want to tell his parents and things like that. But they go ahead and have the baby. It's a little girl. So they get in an apartment right next door to the boy's parents, because the parents want to keep an eye on him, and his dad and his mother are both active in his life. So they're helping out the little young couple. The guy drops out of high school. The girl drops out of high school. So they're living in this apartment. It's like a 2-family flat. If you look up what that is, it's a lot of those that are in St. Louis, 2-family flats. It's basically a big house. There's an upstairs and a downstairs. But in the front of the house, you see 2 doors. On one door, you open the door, it's just steps. It goes straight upstairs to an apartment. The other door, you open it, and there's the apartment, the lower apartment. So that's what we call a 2-family flat in St. Louis. And so that's what the young couple live in, right next door to his parents. And they have a house as well. So they have the first little girl, and then a year and a half later, they have a little boy. Yours truly. So yeah, that's my parents' story. I had to skip a lot because I didn't go through what they went through. I don't know their story all the way, but from what I was told, that's what transpired, and that's how I entered the picture. So the guy and the girl, they have me. I'm a year old, so around this time, there's 17, 16, and I think 17 and 18. The girl is 18 now. The guy is 7. The girl's 18. The guy is 17. So they have me. Had me at the age of 17. My dad did. And so at a year old, this is the reason why I tell people I'm not supposed to be alive. I'm not supposed to be here. But God had a different plan for my life, a different story. At a year old, my mom was doing laundry, and I was with her. And from what I was told, because I got 2 different versions, I was with her and she was doing laundry, and I climbed up on the table and I drank lye. Lye, Lye, is a chemical that was used in the 90s for laundry detergent. And so I drank that, and it was in a cup on the table, and I climbed up on the table and drank it. I was at a year old, and immediately it started to burn the inside of my mouth, my esophagus, my stomach, all of my insides. And my mother immediately hops on the phone with 911. She's calling them, trying to figure out what's going on. They're coaching her like, hey, give him some milk so he can drink that and throw up. And so she did that, followed the instructions. I threw up, it happened. And they were there within minutes. So I was rushed to the hospital. And that they basically told her I was gonna die that night. I was supposed to die that night. My dad, he got the call. He had a job at the time, and he got a call and rushed home and rushed to the hospital or whatever. And basically, they put me under heavy sedation. I was in a coma at a 1 year old, mind you. And over the next couple of months, I just lived there. I lived in the hospital. I had to get monitored, multiple surgeries, reconstruction surgery. I had a feeding tube in my stomach. I have multiple scars still from the surgery on my neck, on my body. I had multiple surgeries after that, but they told her if I survived, I wouldn't be able to eat food. I wouldn't be able to swallow anything, any fluid, anything. I wouldn't be able to talk or function as a normal child. And mind you, I was a year old, and by the grace of God, today, well, not today, but right now I'm 34 years old. So that's part of my testimony. But I mainly made this channel to encourage young men, because I went through a lot of, even after that happened, like living in the hospital. And it wasn't just 1 year old. I had the surgery and I was good. No, I had multiple surgeries while I was going to school. It was a lot. I had to deal with bullying, all of that. So I went through so much, and then depression and PTSD from the area I grew up in, and seeing shootings and things like that. So I made this channel for young men, to encourage young men, to let them know you can make it out. You can. There is a better way. There is another side of life other than what you wake up and see every day. You don't have to be another statistic. You don't have to be like your environment. You don't have to be like everybody else around you. But back to my life story. So even after that, after me surviving that situation, that's what actually made my parents get into church. And so we started going to church a lot. And I got baptized when I was 7 years old. But I always had these prophetic dreams, and things of the devil taunting me, demons chasing me, and I was always scared. And but I always had a close relationship with God, because I felt like He had a calling on my life. I had a story, And so I felt like I was here for a reason, you know? So that's what made me, I feel like, be so drawn and so close to God than like my siblings. Like right now, I'm the only one that attends church and has a relationship with God as far as I know between my two sisters. But I don't know, man. It just always, it's like always something in my mind told me that I was here for a reason. But I'll drop it right here, man. I'm gonna try to keep the videos between 10, 20 minutes, 8 to 20 minutes. But yeah, man, that's part of my life story, my testimony. I wasn't supposed to be alive after that day that happened when I was a year old. But by the grace of God, I'm still here. I always say, like, I'm still living, I'm still breathing, I'm still here for a reason. It's my little thing I like to say that keeps me motivated, keeps me going, like, even through all the trials and tribulations of life. Because I have, right now, my wife and I, we have 6 kids. So you can imagine the type of stuff mentally that you go through now as a father, husband, worker, and going through school. But I'm gonna get more into that in the upcoming videos, man. But thank y'all for watching, and God bless.